Hi everyone. Once again, welcome to the Concept Academy. So today it's the second video of the algebra where we are discussing the expansion and factorization. As I already told you, it is helpful for IB MYP and the Cambridge IGCSE core and extended. So in the last class or in the last chapter, or we can say the last session video, we have covered the distributive property and I just introduced what is called expansion and what is called factorization. If you missed it, so you can go and check it now on the same channel in the same playlist. Oh, so for now, we'll start without doing any further delay, the product and the difference of two squares. Okay, so now if you want to start this chapter, so you should know the distributive property. So it's my sincere request if you are getting stuck in this chapter in this upcoming time. So please go and once check the video on the distributive property and then all the things will be clear for you. Okay, so let's start. So now the first topic which we are going to cover is the product. So now what is the product? In general mathematical language, product means the result of multiplying. But as we know that we are talking about algebra and we are doing algebra. So in algebra, what is the multiplication and what is the product that we are going to discuss? Okay, so product means the result of multiplying two or more numbers or expressions. So what is the algebraic expression? I've already explained in the last chapter, like the combination of variables and constants. So if we are multiplying two expressions, two algebraic expressions, and whatever we are getting, that will called the product. So now in the screen, you can see there are two algebraic expressions, a plus b and c plus d. So this is an algebraic expression which has two factors. Two factors means what are the factors? Factors means the numbers or the expressions which are taking part in a multiplication process. Like if I'm writing 2 into 5, so we know that 2 into 5 is equal to 10. And 2 and 5 are the factors, and 10 is the multiple, or you can say the product. The same way, if this is the product, a plus b and c plus d, so a plus b and c plus d, these both are the factors. That means these factors are taking part to form the product a plus b into c plus d. The now question comes that how we are going to expand it. Now we know that we have two products a plus b and c plus d, and we are going to multiply like this way, a plus b into c plus d. But which method we will use to proceed from this situation after this thing? So let's start. We will learn how to do that. So for that, we will go to the next slide. And here we go. So the product. So now the given thing is a plus b and c plus d. So as I told in the last chapter also, and as we know that if in between of two brackets, if there is no sign, so that means it's multiplication. So now that means this will be multiplication. Now, how we will open it, you need to understand the process. So now we will use the distributive law several times. This is the process or method number one. So in the first bracket, we have a plus b. So I am going to multiply this c plus d first by a, then by b separately, and I'm going to multiply it by using the distributive property. So let's start. So first I'm going to take a from the first bracket. A I will take, then the second whole part, the second whole factor, that is c plus d. After this, I'm going to take this b, and we need to make sure that what is the sign in front of that number or that expression or that variable. So in front of b, there is plus sign. So I'm going to put plus sign b, then the second factor, c plus d. Okay, so now this same thing we are getting here. Now what did we do? We are multiplying the second bracket, the second factor, by using the variables in the first bracket or the first factor this way. Like a, the first factor, the first variable of this first factor was a, and I multiply the second whole part with a. Then in front of this b, there was plus sign, so plus b, and then I'm multiplying this c plus d, the whole second factor, with the second variable of the first factor. So this way we will get A into C plus D plus B into C plus D. Okay, so then now the same thing what we are going to do here, we are going to use the distributive property. So now we know that how to use the distributive property A into C. So this will become AC. This plus sign will come down. Then A into D. And this will become AD. Okay, now this B is positive and C is also positive. So the product, the multiplication will be also positive. So plus BC and this B into D is equal to B is also positive and D is also positive. So plus BD. So we got AC plus AD plus BC plus BD. Now you will check if there are like terms, so you will proceed further. But as you can see there, this is AC, this is AD, this is BC, and this is BD. These all are different. There is no like terms, 2 or 3 like terms here. We are getting different variables. So now we cannot proceed it further. So that means this is the final answer. AC plus AD plus BC plus BD. Okay, so this is the way how we gonna do the product. Now to solve this, I have a simple trick, or you can say there is other method, which is called the FOIL rule, in which we need to memorize the 4 alphabets of English alphabets, that is FOIL. You need to memorize it, and in this F stands for the first term of each bracket. So now, okay, now consider this thing, consider this multiplication or this product. Now we are going to proceed it further by using the FOIL rule. So F stands for first terms of each bracket. So first term of first bracket is A and the first term of second bracket is C. So that means A and C I will write together. Then outer terms of each bracket. Now outer means this is one outer boundary and this is one outer boundary. I'm writing here outer, outer and outer. This side and this side, it's outer boundary. So both outer terms of each bracket. So in first bracket, the outer term is A. Then plus we need to do A. That means we are multiplying them and A is positive and D is positive. So plus AD. Then I, the inner term of each bracket. Inner means which are inside. So if this thing is this side is outside, so for sure the opposite of it will be inside. That means B and C are the inner part. So now we will multiply B and C. B is positive, C is positive. So plus B, C. Then now the last thing L, last term of each bracket. So last term means now as we know that we read from left to right. So B will be the last for the first bracket and D will be the last for the second bracket. So we will multiply B and D. So it will become B into D, that is BD. Now we got AC plus AD plus BC plus BD. If you will go behind on the video, so you will get that from the last method also, where we were using distributive properties several times, we were getting the same thing, same answer. So this way we can solve the product. This way we can multiply two bracket things in algebra. Okay, now let's move further and let's do some questions to clear our concept. And here we have some questions. So in this video, I'm going to solve the specific questions. And if you want to do it by yourself, so you can pause it for a while and you can solve it. Okay, now we are going to start with the question number 1. So here is x plus 3 and x plus 5. So let's see how we can solve it. So the first x into x plus 5 and this x is here and x plus 5, the whole factor multiplied by the x, then 3 is positive. So I will write plus 3 here. So plus 3 into the second factor, x plus 5. Now, when we will use distributive property on this, so we will multiply like this way, x into x will become x square. This 5 into x will become 5x plus 5x. Then now this 3 into x, now we are using distributive property on this part. 3 into x will be 3x, both are positive. So plus 3x, and again 3 into 5, both are positive, so positive 15. Now, as you can see that we have two like terms here, 5x and 3x. So now we are going to calculate further with these. So x square will come as it is, and we will add 5x plus 3x, so it will become 8x. And this will be 15, the final term. So x square plus 8x plus 15 is the product. And we expanded. So this is already expanded and there are no brackets. So that's why it's expanded, as we discussed in the beginning of this whole chapter. That means expansion means removing the bracket, and factorization means putting the bracket back. So now we have removed the bracket. So that means we have expanded. Now, question number 2, you will do it by yourself. I will do a quick way. Question number 2, let's solve with the FOIL method, because question number 1 we solved with the distributive property method. So now, so F stands for first. So this and this first. So this will be a square. O means outer one. A and 4. So that will be, this a is positive, this 4 is negative. So minus 4a. Then this is minus 2. FOI, inner one. Inner one, this is inner and this is inner. So minus 2 into a will be minus 2a. And then the last 2 into 4. So both are negative. So negative, negative, the product of two negative numbers is a positive number. So 4 2s are 8. So that will be plus 8. Now, this will be a square, 4a minus 4a, and minus 2a and plus 8. So now we can see that this and these both are like terms. So a square minus minus plus. So 6a minus 6a plus 8. So this is the final answer. Hence, there are no like terms. We cannot proceed further. So this will be the final answer. Now, the third question. It's actually very easy. Just one, to increase the difficulty or just to put a mental pressure, they have added x in front of this distributive property question. So now what we are going to do, we are going to solve this thing with distributive property, and at the end we will add x on it. So x plus, let's solve this with by using distributive property. So this will be 3x. This is plus, this is minus, plus minus minus, 5 3s are 15. So now we have x plus 3x minus 15. We have two like terms, which will become 4x. X plus 3x is equal to 4x minus 15. So 4x minus 15 is the final answer for this question. The same way you can do this question, question number 4. This x square, I'm going to write here minus x square. Then I'm going to use distributive property to solve this part. So x into x. So that will be minus x square, and minus x into minus 2 will be plus 2x. So this will be minus minus plus. So this will be minus 2x square plus 2x. Now there are no like terms, so we cannot solve it further. So it's the final answer. Now question number 5 is the same as question number 3. Just one thing changed here, that the 4n is written after the distributive problem part. So you can solve it by yourself. So go for it. So now we are going to solve the next questions, or we are going to discuss the next some parts of our lesson. So let's see what are those. Okay, so here is the bonus question. Before going to the next topic, we need to try 1a minus b into a plus b. So up to now, we were multiplying the two factors which has mostly same sign. But now we have the different sign inside the bracket. So let's see how we can do this. You can use the FOIL method, or you can use this distributive property several time using method. Any method you can go with that. So I prefer the distributive property law because I am used to of it, and like FOIL is also good. It's easy to do, but I'm comfortable in distributive property method, so I'm going with that. You can solve this by using the FOIL method. Okay, so this a, multiply this whole thing. So a into a plus b. Okay, now done. Now this minus b, minus b into the whole thing, a plus b. So this will become a square, a into a will become a square. Okay, let me expand it. So this a into a, it will become a into a. This is plus a, this is plus b. So plus a plus this a into plus b. Now this b is negative. So minus b into this a. Then this b, this minus b into plus b. So minus b into plus b. Okay, so let's see what did we get. A into a into b, minus b into a, minus b into b. Okay, so now this will be a into b, it will be a square. We know that 5 into 5 is equal to 5 square, that is 25. So same way, a into a will be a square plus a into b will be ab, positive ab, because both are positive. But this b into a will be ba, b into a will be minus b a, and this minus b into b will be minus b square. Okay, so now we have this a square plus ab minus ba minus b square. Now we need to see that if we have any like term, and we can calculate further. So yeah, we have like terms here. If you will look closely, so this AB and minus BA, they both are the like terms, because I can write AB as BA and I can write BA as AB. It doesn't matter. The in commutative property, the order of calculation in multiplication and addition doesn't matter. Like whatever order you are going to write, like you are going to write 5 into 2, or you are going to write 2 into 5, in both case you are getting the same answer. So this AB is also A into B. So if you are writing A into B or B into A, so both are same. A into B will give you AB and B into A will give you BA. The both are same. So this will be A square plus AB minus AB minus B square. So a square plus ab minus b square. So a square. So ab minus ab will be 0 plus 0 minus b square. So at the end, we are getting a square minus b square. So this is the final answer we are getting from this question, a minus b and a plus b. I hope you understand. Now we are going to the next part. But before going there, I just want you to recall if you ever heard about this expansion of a square, the factorization of a square minus b square. Like we have some rules, a plus b whole square, and we open it like this way, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So the same way, this property a square minus b square is equal to a minus b and a plus b. So this is the proof of this property, that a square minus b square is equal to a minus b, a plus b. Okay. Please don't mind my handwriting. In mathematics, I don't think that handwriting matters, but still I'll try to improve it. So let's go to the next portion. Okay. Now the next part is difference of two squares. Okay, before that, what is the difference of two squares? We need to understand what is a square. When we multiply a number or a variable by itself, we call it a square. For example, 5 square is 5 into 5. In the last slide, I also gave the example that what is a square. So x square will be x into x. And when we are talking about the difference of two squares, so that means uh, in arithmetic way, if we will take, so 5 square minus 4 square, difference means subtraction. So what is the difference between the square of 5 and square of 4? So when we will calculate it, we will get. So in algebraic terms, Suppose that we have a square and b square, and we are subtracting b square from a square, we are getting a minus b and a plus b. So this is the identity, and I have shown you the proof of this identity in the last slide. Then how we are getting how a square minus b square is equal to a minus b and a plus b. If you want to recall it, so you can go a little bit behind to the video. Just in the last slide, I have explained it. Okay, now let's go to the next part. Uh, with some questions, we are going to uh, understand it. Actually, it's the same way, but it gives the answer as difference of 2 square. With the question, I'm going to explain. Okay, now see the first question. We need to expand and simplify. So x plus 5 and x minus 5, we need to multiply. So x into this x into the whole bracket, second one, x minus 5, and now this plus 5 into x minus 5. Now let's calculate. X into x will be x square. X into minus 5 will be minus 5x. This 5 into x will be plus 5x. And this 5 into 5 is equal to plus minus minus, that is minus 25. Now, this x square minus 5x plus 5x minus 25 we are getting. So now we can see this and this, these both have the same variable. That means these are like terms. So now we can calculate with that x square. So minus 5x plus 5x is equal to 0. So plus 0 minus 25. So we have x square minus 25 as an answer. If you want to connect this with the perfect square difference topic, so you can see that x is already in the square form, and we know that 25 is the square of 5. So x square minus 5 square. So at the end, when we are multiplying these kind of things, so we are getting the variable square, then negative of the square of the, which is the second one. So say 5 is the second one, so 5 square. So as you can see, so for these all questions, you don't need to go through with these whole equation making and then solving it by using FOIL method or distributive property. You can just write the simple answer. We know that a plus b and a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So now let's compare this identity with this question. So here we have a plus 4 and a minus 4. That means in the place of a, here you can see we have a, but in the place of b, we have 4. Sorry, I forgot to write 4 here. It should be 4. Let me quickly erase it. 4. In the place of a, there is a. In the place of b, there is 4. Okay. So that means a square. So a square will come as it is. And in the place of b, we have 4. So minus 4 square. So the answer of this question will be a square minus 4 square. Third question, you can compare it with the identity, or either you can solve it by yourself if you can memorize the identity. Yeah, it's very easy to memorize the identity. What is the identity? A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now a plus 4 is equal to, sorry, here we have m plus 3. So in the place of a plus b, we have m plus 3, and in the place of a minus b, we have m minus 3. That means a is equal to m and b is equal to minus 3. So here we can write in the place of a square, So it will be in the place of a square, there will be m square. In the place of b square, it will be 3 square. Or you can write it m square minus 9. So this will be the final answer. And for this question, the final answer will be a square minus 16 because the square of 4 is 16. That's what I have done here. Or the other question, simply you can write the answer y square. And what is the square of 9? 9 9 are 81, so minus 81. For this one, p square. And 11, what is the square of 11? 121 minus 1 2 1. You can check if you want to. 11 into 11. 11 1 are 11 1. 11 1 are 11 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, so 121. So this way you can solve these questions. So now this is all about the difference of two perfect squares or difference of two squares. So when we subtract two squares, we get this kind of thing. Like when if there is one square is a square, other square is b square. So when we will do a square minus b square, we will get a plus b and a minus b. And by using this property, we can solve these all questions without doing any calculation. And easily we can write the answer. So this is all about it. And now the opposite part we are going to do. In the previously, we have given the bracket thing, like we have the identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. And we were using this property inversely, like we had given a plus b part or a minus b part. This part we have given, and by using this, we were finding this part, a square minus b square. That means, for example, in the previously we were doing x plus 5 into x minus 5. That means this part was given, and with the help of this, with the help of this identity, we will directly writing the x square, which is in the place of a, x square, which is in the place of a, minus in the place of b, there is 5. So 5 square is 25. So this we were writing. Now this part is given, and now we need to expand it. So let's do it. So we know that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. And the given question is x square minus 9. So in the place of x, in the place of a, there is x, a is equal to x, and b is equal to 9. So a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So this will be x plus 9, which is a plus b, and a minus b. The same way this we can do. This is 25. We need to simplify it. So this 25 will become 5. 5 square is 25. So 5y whole square minus this 16 will become 4 square. So a square minus b square is a plus b and a minus b. For the last question, this is 49, and we know that 49 is the square of, recall 49 is the square of 7. Yeah, 7. So this will be 7 square minus m square. So this is a square minus b square. And we know that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So 7 plus m into 7 minus m. So this way you can solve a lot of questions. So this is how we can use this identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b, both ways. And I have shown you already what is the proof of this identity, how we can get this identity by using the FOIL method and by using the distributive property. Several times we have used. So this is all about these kind of question. Let's go to the next slide. So this is all about for today's class. Today we have covered the product, how we can multiply to factors in algebra and how we can differentiate, how we can not differentiate, sorry, how we can find the difference, how we can subtract two squares in algebra. So if you like this lesson, if you like the video, please go and hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram, which is Concept Academy. Sorry, is not concept, there is K, Concept Academy, Concept Academy, KONCEPT. And the email address is info.conceptacademy@gmail.com. If you want the classes on IB MYP and IGCSE one-on-one classes, so you can give me an email and I will get back to you. And my lessons are aligned with IGCSE and IB MYP, so I hope it will be helpful for you. So have a nice day. Yeah, one more thing. In the description part, I will put a link of the Google Drive where I have uploaded 50 questions along with answers key regarding to these topics. So please go through it and solve it. And there are answer keys also. If you find any difficulty, any doubt, so you can write it on the comment section. Thank you so much for having me. Have a nice day. Thank you.